Hello and welcome to my journalism skills news, reflective Canva audio and video. So in this assignment, I'll be explaining what I've done for my past two assignments, Article 1.2 and also Article 1.3. Both are follow-up articles on different topics. So my name is Sithambram and my student ID is J23040203. And in this reflective presentation, I'll be presenting both my Articles 1.2 and Articles 1.3. So first we'll start off with the table of contents. It's broken down to 6 points, pretty much the 6 topics that I'll be covering today. The first one is what did I do for my assignments, pretty much what is Article 1.2 and also Article 1.3, both follow-up news stories. Next is why did I do this, and are there any other alternatives that I could have considered? Pretty much is there other techniques or other ways that I could have done this assignment? Number three, how did I verify my context and also facts of my stories? Explaining on what is the sources, what is the facts, and also did I use any other news outlets' story to verify the facts and sources of the story. Number four, what went well and what did not go well during the process of the assignment, both for assignment 1.2 and also assignment 1.3. Number five, what would I do differently in this scenario of both assignments 1.2 and assignment 1.3? And finally, number six, what did I learn from this experience? Pretty much a sum up of what have I learned and also what can be improved. So firstly, what did I do for my assignments? We are tasked to do assignments 1.2 and 1.3, both equally the same. For assignment 1.2 or starting, both assignments require us to write two follow-up news stories based on real articles. I've written follow-up articles from NST articles, as it's a very easy article to do a follow-up on, as I've been reading NST articles for the majority of my college years and doing references on majority of NST articles. My first follow-up story was the LRT derailment on the Ampang Street Petaling line that happened on the end of May 29, and then the resume of the line is June 3, as mentioned in the story. The second story, or the second follow-up story that I required to do was a murder of a foreign student in Bandar Sunway condominium. It happened quite recently, at the end of June 24, if I'm not mistaken. And then both stories are required to have interview, a new angle, and also a 300-word newspaper style write-up, which is the brief that is given. So below, as you can see the picture, for article 1.2, that was my article, the LRT derailment. And the article 1.3 is foreign student found dead in Sunway under the Bandar Sunway condominium. So next will be why did I do this, and also are there any other alternatives I could have considered for both Article 1.2 and Article 1.3. First, for Article 1.2, I only interview students that are either directly affected in the situation or that use the LRT to commute to SS15 for their university. So in my scenario, I interviewed Sophia, who is a victim of the incident of the LRT derailment, and then Sean, which was the Sean takes the LRT as a commute to Inti every day. So that is what I required. And why did I do this? Because their news angle that I can get from them is completely different from one another. One takes the LRT as a commute every day, and then one takes the LRT to school. But unfortunately, coincidentally, that day she was met with a derailment incident that day. So this gives my news a ground level, which is pretty much the victim's point of view, and also a upper level, which is a person that regularly takes the LRT. Next is Article 1.3. I interview students who are staying in student accommodations in Subang area, which is near Inti, and also ask them if the security mattered a lot in their condominium and also their apartment. So I interviewed Shermaine Teo, which stayed in My Place Apartments, and I interviewed Rachel Ling, which stayed in the Grand SS15 Subang. So both of them have different news angles from their different perspectives in their different condominiums and apartments. So this is what I would do. And other alternatives I would have done for Article 1.3 would be interviewing students who are related in the Bandar Sunway incident, but due to the lack of time, Unfortunately, I could not find anybody. Next, how did I verify my context and also facts for my story? There is 5 points. I only interview people who are directly relevant to each topic, not just anyone related that I can find outside the classroom. So, for example, Article 1.2, I took Sophia and Sean, who are also students who take the commute, and also Sophia, who is affected by the LRT derailment that morning. Next, the LRT story was actually students who commute by train. Just because I know you as a friend or you are outside the classroom doesn't mean I have to interview you because you are a friend. I have to interview you because you take the LRT as a commute to school every day. Next, I cross-checked facts with outlets like Star and Free Malaysia Today because some news outlet stories can be different to others. And just to get the complete story or the complete picture, I check my facts with the Star and also Free Malaysia Today. For the Bandar Sunway incident, I use students who stay in SS15 apartments or condominium, and also people who stay in student accommodation and not with their parents. So that is the requirement. And then I kept interviews details just in case for a follow-up news, or if I need to give my contacts or also verify my contacts if needed in the future. So these are the ways I verify my contact and facts for the stories. So next will be what went well and what did not go well. It's broken down to 4 points. Let's start. So coordinating interview went smoothly once the topic was confirmed. So after I got the topic that was confirmed with my lecturer, Miss Rohani, I got the interviewees, for example, Sophia and also Sean, coincidentally within 4 days of incidents, which is the LRT derailment. So I could interview Sophia, who is a victim there in the LRT derailment, and also Sean, who is a frequent LRT commuter to Inti International College, Subang SS15. Next, I did not. Okay, so what went well was both interviews produced useful and quotable material without much difficulties. After the interview, reading the transcript, it was very easy to get quotes and also useful information. So these are the things that went well. What did not go well? I did not settle on a topic early enough for Article 1.2 especially. I settled on a topic on the week of submission, which was very time constraining as I had to settle the topic, interview the interviewees, and also do the write-up with the transcript. So time management is very important. And finally, I had to change the topic because it was a vague topic and it's not a topic too niche into a subject. So I had picked the topic AI in assignments and interviewed students, but according to my lecturer, it's too vague. So I had to change to the LRT derailment, and coincidentally, I had a friend that was a victim in the situation. So, what would I do differently? That's next. I have 4 points. Look up the following article's topic much earlier, pretty much getting the topic way more earlier than 1 week before the submission. So, this I can plan the topic, I can plan the interviewees, I can plan how to get the news angle, and I also can plan how to do the write up. So, getting the topic way much earlier is very, very important, and this gives me a lot of time to plan for everything else. Next, I will check the article and make sure it meets all requirements like the publication dates and also the time of the event before I commit to the article, because Miss Rohani does not like articles to be too old and she would rather articles to be in that semester. So picking the article and making sure the dates, the time, the incident, and also the article news is meeting all requirements is also something I'll do differently in the future. Next, I would build a buffer time in between the interview and also the submission, just in case something needs to get redone. So, for example, the first article, I did my interview on AI and also did the write up. I showed my lecturer as part of the requirements, and she said that this is a very vague topic and you should redo, and hence why I picked the new topic and redid the interview in 1 day. So building a buffer time, making sure that I did the interview a week before the submission is very, very important, just in case I need to redo the write-up or redo the interview is very, very important. And next, I will plan the story angle before the interview so that I can ask specific questions to specific interviewees to get their perspectives on the incident itself or their perspectives in the situation. Finally, what did I learn from this experience? So, there are 4 points that I can explain. Firstly, time management matters more than we expect. because every step takes a very long time. So, for example, planning the topic, for example, and then after you plan the topic, you have to get your news angle. After you get your news angle, you have to get your interviewees. After you've done your interviewees, you have to now get your transcript and write the news article. So all of this takes a very long time, and managing each process is a very good process. And I've learned time management in this assignment. Next, coordinating with people outside of class taught me to be more professional when reaching out. So what I can see is, although they are my friends when I reach out to them, I have to learn to say that I'm formally contacting you because I need to do an assignment. I'm required to do an assignment, so I'm formally contacting you to help, to be allowed to interview you. And this teaches me that although they are my friends, when it comes to work, I have to be formal with them and let them know that this is what I'm doing. They are being recorded and they will be used in this assignment as a person that is speaking from experience or from the incident itself. Next, a good interview feels like a conversation and not a Q&A, and it makes the interview sound more better. So, what it feels like is when I interview someone, it should feel like a conversation we are having, and then after that, I can take the transcript and then put it in the news story, which makes the news story feel readable, feel comfortable for readers to read, and feel like they are part of the conversation. This is what I've learned from this, and moving forward, we should all apply this in the interviewing skills, and especially for me, I will definitely apply this in my interviewing skills next. And finally, the angle is everything. The incident doesn't tell a different story depending who tells the story. So I can give the same news angle to both the participants or both the interviewees, but if they both tell different stories, it can both mean a different thing in the news article itself. So angle is everything, and make sure you get two interviews from the different angles. So I have, for example, from article 1.2, I had Sophia, who was the victim of the train derailment, and also Sean, who takes the LRT as a commute every day. Thank you. So finally, thank you so much for this assignment. It's been a very interesting process on the assignment for journalism skills news. After doing the two interviews, the class test, we definitely learn how to write news articles based on interviews as well. You can write news articles based on your incident and your perspectives, but after getting perspectives of interviewees that you've interviewed, it definitely gives you a different angle to your news story. So it's been really a good story, and it's been Sithambram, student ID J23040203, and thank you so much for of journalism skills news. Thank you.